Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give praises, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles, the elders, the great millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out here pushing truth and sincerity. The water for which I do. We love you. We appreciate you through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, and Shalom to y'all. All right, it's your brother Dawud from the great millstone campaign in Atlanta. And Lord willing to give you an edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. All right, just going to jump straight into it. It's Titus 2:1. All right, and it's a this is from the Blue Letter Bible, and it's a subtitle that I want to read. It says "Duties of the Older and Younger." That's the subtitle. Titus 2:1 says, "But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine." Now the word "sound" means to be like together. It means to be healthy, right? And when you're thinking about, it means to be whole, which whole actually also means to be healthy. Like, you got whole foods and stuff like that. So when it's telling you speak thou the things which become sound doctrine, it's talking about this word, right? Because this word is good. So speak these types of things. Even to me and a brother, we were just actually talking about music. Well, and you got this big thing with Drake and Kendrick Lamar. And all niggas want to do, and just people in the world in general, well, in the Western world, but it's primarily talking about your so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos. All y'all want to do is talk about hip-hop beefs. This is like going to our grandparents' days, like, you know what I'm saying? Your parents' days, with the whole Tupac and Biggie, NWA versus, this whole thing with Suge Knight versus 50 Cent. These things are not sound doctrine, right? I like sports just as much as the next man, right? Just as much as the next Hebrew Israelite man, right? But that's not really what the topic should be in your day-to-day. That's not sound doctrine. That's not healthy for you, right? That's not going to keep you together. That's not going to keep you whole, right? But speaking about the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, that's going to keep you whole. It says, but speak thou the things which become in sound doctrine. Now remember, the subtitle says duties of the older and younger, right? So we're going to go into some of those duties. Right? It says that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, and charity and patience. So it says that the aged men be sober. So now you got grown-ass men making podcasts talking about these rap beefs. You got grown men, which is not wicked, ain't nothing wrong with it. You can talk about the NBA, right? You can talk about, some video games, but that's not really what you should be mainly focused on. What you should be focused on is the word, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, so that you can teach the younger men that come after you how to live their lives, right? You live your lives according to the words of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, not the ways of this world, right? When you live your life according to the ways of this world, you're not speaking sound doctrine, and you're not living in the path of which you ought to be. Right, it says to teach those men to be sober. Sober is mainly talking about because there's laws about being on the streets, being drunken, being overly drunken, but that's not mainly what it's talking about. It's really talking about having that clear mind and not taking in other doctrines and following after the ways of this world. To teach those men to follow after the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. It says grave, temperate, sound in faith. So sound in faith is another have a healthy whole amount of faith within you, and teach younger men as well. It says in charity and in patience. So this is just a quick hit, just to basically give advice, right? Because that's what the scriptures are. When we read the scriptures, it's what the scriptures talk about being a reed, right? A reed being like that, that measuring stick, right? So these are the ways to follow. And they also say Bible means basic instructions before leaving earth. This is a guideline, man, right? And we can get on to about how the older women are supposed to teach the younger women. But for now, we're just going to leave it here and tell you, look, man, if you're a man, learn this truth. Learn that you're a Hebrew Israelite, right? Talking to you so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos. And read these scriptures so that you can teach them to the younger men that that are coming up after you. So with that, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, Hashem Rakakadash, double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out here pushing truth and sincerity. The water for y'all do. We love you. We appreciate you, y'all through the spirit. And shalom.